guys, welcome back to Sarah's Vegan Kitchen. I hope you're doing well, and welcome back to another installment of What I Eat in a Day. So I've been on a little bit of a fitness kick. I'm coming out on the other end of kind of a rough patch with my mental health that I was going through over the winter. I've just been feeling a lot more energized and inspired to spend time outside in the sunlight, to go to the gym, to make better food choices. So earlier this week, I actually did a little bit of meal prep. I just made two really simple recipes that I wanted to share with you today because they're super easy, affordable, and healthy. And I feel like they're a good place to start if you've been thinking about doing meal prep, but you're like a little bit intimidated by it. Before we dive into that, I did want to give a huge thank you to Verb for sponsoring today's video. Verb makes caffeinated energy bars that are gluten-free and plant-based. They come in a wide variety of really delicious flavors. I've been loving them lately, especially as a little pre-workout snack and energy boost. And I'll say a bit more about them later, but for now I wanted to let you know that they are currently running a flash sale for just the next 72 hours. It's 30% off site-wide, and you can use the link in the description box below and my code SarahVegan if you would like to take advantage of that sale and try Verb Energy. Okay, so let's chat breakfast. So first off, we woke up early this morning to go work out. We've been trying to kind of go to the gym earlier in the day so that we don't have to like interrupt our work to go to the gym in the afternoon, which we normally do. So I woke up, drank a lot of water, headed out the door. I don't like to have a full stomach when I'm doing workouts, especially in the morning. So I had a Verb Energy bar. I had the cookie butter flavor, which is my favorite. And that's just a little bit of energy to get me through like a 30-40 minute workout. I filmed a little bit of that, which I'll show later. Normally I'm too shy to film, but it was kind of empty in the gym, so got a few sets. I did a lower body workout, and then we got back home, took a shower, got ready, and now I'm gonna have my actual breakfast, which is the first meal prep recipe that I did earlier this week. We made some breakfast burritos and froze them. Eric had been buying a lot of frozen breakfast burritos from like Dea, Alpha. I think Sweet Earth makes some vegan-friendly ones. And those are just a really nice, convenient option. So he actually requested that I try to make some so we could control the ingredients that are going into them and save a little bit of money. And I'm really happy with how they turned out. So let me show you. So I assembled the burritos, I wrapped them in parchment, and then I just froze them in this bag, and it's super convenient, and they're like way more delicious than the store-bought ones in my opinion. So I'm gonna insert some footage here of how I made these. Okay, so here's our breakfast burrito ingredients. Obviously we have some tortillas, got some vegan pepper jack, some salsa. I wanted to sneak in a lot of veggies, so we have some red peppers, onions, mushrooms, and garlic. And I just sauteed these with a little bit of olive oil. I gave the mushrooms and onions a bit of a head start just because they take longer to cook and I didn't want the red peppers to get mushy. I set those aside to cool. Then in the same pan, Eric made some tofu scramble. This is a block of extra firm tofu. I'll go ahead and cut to footage of him making that here.
Okay, so we got our tofu cooking away over here. I'm just gonna add some spices. I have this like the vegan chickenless seasoning salt and the like mushroom umami blend for some salty umami flavor. Garlic and onion powder, some smoked paprika, just because it's just really nice, and some pepper, and then I'll add in some extra salt if it's not salty enough from these two things.
And then we just have a can of black beans. Cut up a bunch of parchment paper so that I can wrap the burritos individually so they don't stick together in the freezer.
Okay, I just wanted to pop in here in the video and do a little taste test of one of the burritos and thank Sarah on camera for realizing my dream of having pre-made, ready to go breakfast burritos.
Because he was buying a bunch from the frozen section. I wanted to save money.
And like, they're all, like, they're good, the frozen ones. Like, all the brands are pretty good, but they're mostly tortilla. And you like stuffed these with actual food, which is really nice. Oh yeah.
Let's get a little cross section. Oh yeah. Look at that.
I know the cheese will get even meltier when we reheat them from the freezer too. I mean, I know how it's gonna taste. It's gonna be great. It's like so much better than the frozen burritos.
Yay.
Thank you, baby.
We've got all our burritos frozen here in this bag, and they're separated by parchment. And now all I have to do is pop them in the microwave and I can enjoy it. Hey friends, I'm gonna take a quick pause to say a few words about the sponsor of today's video, Verb. And while I do that, I'm gonna pop in some footage from my lower body workout this morning at the gym. As I mentioned before, Verb makes caffeinated energy bars that are vegan friendly, gluten-free, non-GMO, and they're made of simple, healthy ingredients like rolled oats, almond butter, organic brown rice, and quinoa. Each energy bar contains 65 milligrams of caffeine, which is roughly the same as a shot of espresso, but the caffeine comes from organic green tea, so it has a smoother, more sustained release that will not make you jittery. My favorite way to enjoy Verb energy bars is as a little pre-workout snack, especially on days when I go to the gym first thing in the morning, like today. I tend to have trouble eating breakfast that early, so these are just a nice little snack that give me a boost of energy without making me feel super heavy or full. These are also great as a little afternoon pick-me-up. I started running again recently since the weather has been so beautiful lately, and I like to have one of these like 30 minutes before I go on a run. It just gives me a little boost of energy without weighing me down. Verb has a huge selection of flavors. They have classics like double chocolate. They also have a lot of fun flavors like red velvet, caramel macchiato, s'mores. You have chocolate peanut butter cup, and my personal favorite is the cookie butter, which I had this morning. Okay, about to head to the gym for an early morning workout. Got our Verb energy bars. I have the cookie butter flavor, which is my favorite.
I have the chocolate chip banana bread, which I like a lot because it's very banana-y, but it actually tastes like banana bread. It doesn't taste like that gross, yeah, like that gross
artificial
fake banana flavor. It actually tastes like banana bread, which is actually kind of crazy.
Here's what they look like.
They look like they're made of real food. Perfect amount of crunch.
I think it's like puffed rice or quinoa in there. That's crunchy.
They're like the tiniest little chocolate chips in this one. That are nice.
If you are interested in trying out Verb energy bars, they are currently running a flash sale for the next 72 hours. Everything on the site is 30% off. You can use my code SarahVegan at the link down below if you are interested. Thanks again to Verb for sponsoring today's video. So it's lunchtime, and the next thing that I meal prepped a few days ago were a bunch of these salad jars. And I had seen people meal prepping salad jars for years, you know, on Pinterest. And somehow I had never tried it before, and now that I have to admit it's like really easy to do, super convenient to have, and I'm probably gonna continue making a batch of these every week for the foreseeable future. This time around I did Greek salad, so we've got mixed veggies, some spring greens, a really easy Greek vinaigrette with lemon juice and red wine vinegar. I'm gonna top it with some vegan feta crumbles. So I'm gonna insert some footage here of how I made these jars. I've gathered all my ingredients here. We've got some quart-sized mason jars to hold everything. This is all for the salad dressing, which we'll get to in a moment, but for the actual salads, we have some spring mix, fresh veggies, we have cucumber, red onion, tomatoes, red bell pepper that we're just gonna chop up. I wanted a good source of carbs and protein, so I have some farro that I'm just going to boil in some salted water and drain, and some chickpeas. And then to add some extra flavor, we have some pepperoncini and Kalamata olives, and this is totally optional, but I happened to pick up some vegan feta by Follow Your Heart. Really like this stuff, so I'm gonna add a little bit of that in there too. I'm gonna start out by getting our farro cooking. This should only take about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna drain it and cool it down. And in the meantime, while it's cooking, I'm going to chop up all my vegetables. Checking in, I did a bunch of our prep work, chopped up all of our veggies, our olives, lots of pepperoncini. I drained and rinsed our chickpeas and then the farro. Rinse this in a lot of cold water, so this is now chilled. Now we're gonna make our salad dressing and then we can assemble our jars. Okay, so for our dressing, we've got olive oil, red wine vinegar, gonna juice a lemon, oregano, Dijon mustard, salt and pepper. I was thinking of adding in like a tablespoon of tahini to make it creamy, but on second thought, I don't think I'm in the mood for that, so we're just gonna go classic Greek dressing. Also, almost forgot, I'm gonna mince up a clove of garlic to add in there too. Okay, now our dressing is ready, our ingredients are ready, and we're gonna fill our jars. I am going to use a food scale just to make sure that the portions are relatively the same jar to jar. Okay, time to assemble. We're gonna start out with the dressing on the bottom so that when we're ready to eat our salad jars and we turn them upside down onto a plate, the dressing is on the top and it coats all the ingredients. And the key is to start layering on the bottom with the ingredients that are heartier, things that are gonna stand up to the acid in the dressing. So probably the chickpeas and the farro will go on the bottom, as well as the onions. And then anything that is going to wilt or shed a lot of water, if it comes into contact with the salt, we're gonna try to keep those higher up in the jar out of the dressing. Only thing, I was a little hesitant to add the vegan feta to the jars. I'm not sure how the moisture in there is gonna affect the texture, if it's gonna get soggy or disintegrate. So this time around, I'm just testing it in one jar. The other three, I'll just add a sprinkle of cheese to the top when I'm ready to eat them. These will last probably for up to 5 days. I'll have some, Eric will have some, so for us, we'll probably go through it in 2 or 3 days. And we actually have enough ingredients left over to have a little side salad for dinner tonight, so that's cool. Then all you have to do when you are ready to eat this is give it a really vigorous shake to distribute the dressing. And then it's so much salad. Like, I've been eating these for the past few days and the portion is really big that you can fit in this jar. I'm gonna top it with some feta. Okay, dinner, we got some sushi. I might make us some miso soup really quickly too. Usually it's not vegan when you get it at a restaurant. So we got some avocado rolls, some cucumber rolls. These have avocado, cucumber, asparagus, I think. And these in the back have some of the pickled radish in there. Got ginger, wasabi. That is it for today's What I Eat in a Day video. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Verb for sponsoring the video. Don't forget to check out their flash sale at the link down below. And I will see you guys very soon in my next video.